If you thought the royal family had no more secrets, think again. In a revelation that has left the world stunned, Prince William, at 43 years old, has confirmed something we've all suspected for decades, but never had concrete proof of. A letter written by Princess Diana, discovered after more than 25 years, has surfaced, shedding new light on her final weeks and changing the narrative about the woman who captured the world's heart. Before we continue, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for updates. Imagine the weight of that moment. Decades of unanswered questions, whispered theories, and media speculation, all resolved in a single piece of paper tucked away in a drawer. What did Diana write? How did William react? And how does this letter reshape everything we thought we knew about her last days? For years, the public has speculated about Princess Diana's final days. Rumors swirled, books were published, documentaries aired, and yet, one tangible piece of evidence had been missing: her direct words to her eldest son. That is, until recently. Prince William revealed that he had only just discovered a letter she wrote to him just weeks before her tragic death. Hidden for over 25 years, this letter had remained unseen, tucked away in the personal archives of the royal family, its contents shielded from public eyes. What's remarkable about this letter is not just the timing or the secrecy, it's the emotion it conveys. William described it as heartbreaking yet profoundly illuminating, a window into Diana's state of mind that challenges long-held assumptions. The letter is reportedly full of maternal love, subtle warnings, and reflections on life and legacy, an intimate portrait of a mother's concern for her child, and a woman navigating immense pressures at the very pinnacle of public scrutiny. Have you ever stumbled across an old letter and felt as though the writer were speaking to you across time? That's precisely what William described. And it makes you wonder, how many messages have we all missed, buried under our own life's clutter, that could change everything if we found them? Finding the letter was an emotional revelation for William. Think about it. All those years, carrying grief, carrying unanswered questions, and suddenly, the words of your mother emerge with clarity and intimacy. It's the kind of moment that can redefine a lifetime of understanding. William recounted reading the letter alone in a quiet room, with no cameras and no media frenzy. He described the experience as a mix of heartbreak, awe, and a profound sense of connection. The letter reportedly contained Diana's reflections on life's challenges, her hopes for William and Harry, and even subtle hints at concerns she had about the pressures of royal life and the media spotlight. And here's the kicker. The letter reportedly contained sentiments that even close friends and family had never heard. It wasn't just a personal note. It was a revelation, one that asked William to consider perspectives he hadn't fully understood before. This leads to a question that many of us can relate to. How often do we assume we fully understand the people we love, only to discover layers that we've never seen? Sometimes, understanding comes not from conversations we have, but from messages left behind, whether in letters, emails, or even text messages. To truly appreciate the significance of this letter, it's important to understand the context of Diana's final weeks. She was navigating an incredibly public life, filled with obligations, scrutiny, and personal challenges. Yet she remained deeply committed to her children, often expressing concern for their future and well-being. According to sources close to William, the letter was written with both clarity and poignancy. Diana expressed her love and her fears, reflecting on her own journey while trying to provide guidance to William. She wanted him to know her thoughts on resilience, compassion, and the value of staying true to oneself, even in the face of relentless public attention. For readers, there's an emotional takeaway here. Sometimes, guidance comes when we least expect it, and it may remain hidden until the right moment. Just as Diana's words were preserved for decades before William could see them, we may all have wisdom awaiting discovery, letters, messages, or memories that can reshape our understanding of life and relationships. While the royal family has not released the full contents of the letter, William has shared several key takeaways. Love and care. Diana emphasized the importance of family and compassion, reminding William of the responsibility that comes with privilege. Resilience. She reflected on personal challenges she faced, encouraging him to persevere through public scrutiny and personal trials. Legacy and reflection. The letter urged William to consider the impact of his actions, both as a royal and as a father. Subtle warnings. There were hints about pressures within the royal system and the potential for misunderstandings that could arise if one is not careful. Reading between the lines, it's clear that Diana intended for William to carry her wisdom forward, to make informed choices in life, and to honor the lessons she had learned through both triumph and tragedy. For readers, there's a universal lesson here. Sometimes, guidance comes in unexpected ways. It may arrive in a forgotten letter, a voicemail, or even a casual comment we overlooked years ago. The key is to pay attention, to listen, and to value those insights when they surface. This letter doesn't just impact our understanding of Diana, it impacts William personally. Imagine decades of assumptions being redefined in an instant. For William, the letter was a reminder of his mother's enduring presence, a reconnection with her voice that offers clarity, comfort, and perhaps even closure. He has spoken publicly about how the discovery changed his perspective, not only about Diana but about his own approach to life, fatherhood, and duty. He admitted that it prompted him to reflect on his decisions and relationships, and even to rethink aspects of his public role. It's a profound reminder that even when we think the past is settled, discoveries can reshape our worldview. For all of us, this suggests the importance of revisiting the past with openness, recognizing that insights can arrive long after we expect them to. While the royal context is extraordinary, the lessons are surprisingly relatable. Don't underestimate hidden messages. Just as William discovered a letter decades after it was written, we may overlook messages in our own lives. Emails, texts, letters, or even moments of advice could contain transformative insights. Reflect on the past. Revisiting the past with a fresh perspective can reveal lessons we missed. Understanding isn't always immediate. It can emerge over time. Value connection. Diana's letter is a testament to the power of connection, even across decades. Maintaining meaningful relationships and documenting thoughts can have lasting impact. Resilience in the face of pressure. Diana's words reminded William to stay grounded despite immense public scrutiny. A lesson we can apply in our own lives, whether dealing with workplace challenges, family dynamics, or social pressures. These principles remind us that even in extraordinary situations, there are relatable takeaways that can inspire action, reflection, and personal growth. Unsurprisingly, the revelation has ignited a global conversation. News outlets and social media are flooded with reactions from fans, commentators, and royal watchers. Many express empathy for William, recognizing the emotional weight of discovering such a personal letter after decades. Others marvel at Diana's foresight and her enduring wisdom. Interestingly, the discussion has also sparked debates about the role of privacy, the impact of public scrutiny on personal lives, and the ongoing fascination with the royal family. The letter has reminded everyone that behind the titles and ceremonies, these are real people grappling with emotions, relationships, and legacies, much like the rest of us. It's a conversation that invites reflection. How would you feel discovering a hidden message from someone you love? What insights might it contain? And how would it reshape your understanding of them? At its core, this discovery is about legacy. How the choices we make, the words we write, and the love we give can ripple through time. Diana's letter is more than a personal note. It is a reminder that the influence of one person can transcend decades, shaping the lives of those who come after. For readers, it raises questions about the legacies we leave behind. Are we intentional about our words, our actions, and the lessons we impart to those we care about? How might future generations look back on our choices, our guidance, and our love? This is a moment to reflect on how memory and intention intersect. Diana's letter preserved her voice, ensuring that her wisdom would reach her son even decades later. What messages could you leave for someone you care about that might echo through time? Prince William's revelation is more than just a royal headline. It's a story of love, discovery, and the enduring power of words. A letter, hidden for 25 years, has reshaped understanding, sparked global conversation, and reminded us all of the profound connections between parent and child, legacy and memory, past and present. We can all take a lesson from this extraordinary moment. Never underestimate the power of words, the value of reflection, or the impact of love that endures beyond a lifetime. Diana's voice, carried across decades, continues to teach, comfort, and inspire. And William's willingness to share this discovery reminds us that even in the most public lives, the personal remains profound, intimate, and transformative. So what do you think Diana's letter said in full? How would you react if you found a hidden message from someone you loved deeply? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and take a moment to reflect on the messages you might leave for those who matter.